Welcome to the Monster Report.
And today is Box Day! That was perfect, Ellie! Welcome to the Monster Report. I am Nick Adam Poling, and you are watching another episode of Box Day. And today I have, for her first time on the Monster Report, Ellie. I call her Ellie Deli. She's my middle child, Ellie Joy Poling, and she is so happy to be here today, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes. This is a show you've been really wanting to do, isn't it? Yeah, why is that? Why have you been wanting to be on the Monster Report?
Because I haven't did it for a Box Day.
Well, you haven't done a Box Day, but you haven't done any show. And you've seen other shows where I've had Eli and Deborah on, right? How old are you? Tell everyone.
5.
You are 5 years old, and we're just so excited to have you on this Box Day because what have we got?
Godzilla!
Another Godzilla for the collection. This would be the NECA Return of Godzilla, the 1984, 1985. Yeah, go ahead and open that up so everyone can see. Now, you've watched the Return of Godzilla with me, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. Is he scary?
A
little scary? Yeah. This was this is the movie that started it all for Daddy here. That was my first Godzilla I ever saw. When I was just 4 years old, this movie came out, and it scared me quite a bit. See Godzilla there? He looks really scary. He's got the teeth, and he's so big, and the city's so little. So this was a figure that I was really excited to get a hold of, and it was one that was really hard to find, actually. I ended up going to eBay and finding it out there, and then later on, of course, all the Targets got them in stock. So let's get this one opened up. Oh, and by the way, Ellie, this is the original NECA 1984. You've seen him in my collection, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what he looked like before, and there's a little bit of a difference, and we're going to check that out here in a minute. And what's this one? This one's all weird, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's green.
Well, he's blue-green, kind of, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has little square dots on it.
You remember Daddy playing the Nintendo Godzilla game? You haven't seen Daddy play the Nintendo Godzilla game where he's kicking and he's fighting? Yeah, you've seen Daddy play that. This is from the Nintendo game.
It is?
Yes, that's why he's got all these little blocks they call pixels, and that's what makes up Godzilla. And when you saw him in the video game, he was blue. And so they made this figure based on that, but he's very similar to this one. Obviously, his dorsal fins or the spikes on the back, they're much bigger, and the color's a lot different, but it's kind of a repaint of that figure. So, without anything further, Ellie, let's get this one unboxed. Are you excited?
Yes!
All right, let's see what he looks like. All right, Ellie, we got him out of the box, and you had a chance to take a look at him. And you can compare him. You can look at both of them, the older one that I already had on the shelf from a few years ago, and the brand new one. What's something that's different about them?
Because the dots are green and these dots are black.
Okay, so yeah, the paint on this one are a little bit more green, and this one's a little darker. Actually, the whole paint job on this figure is darker. In fact, the dorsal fins are darker, and you see that there's a little bit more green on his dorsal fins back here, aren't there? Yeah. Now, sometimes we get a little fooled in here because we've got a green screen behind us, and when we get him out of the plastic, I think even you said, he has some green on him, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was the reflection of our green screen back here.
And this one is a kind of blue.
Yeah, we've got blue-green on this guy. But, yeah, this is definitely the same sculpt, but the paint definitely looks better. especially in the eyes, the mouth, everything's a little bit more subtle. I do like that, and I do like that they've changed up the dorsal fins. That isn't from the same sculpt, because you just see a lot of difference in the dorsal fins. You see them?
I'll tell you something.
What do you see? What do you see?
This one is a little like lighter, and this one is a little darker.
Right, the new one's darker, isn't it? It's everything from the tail all the way up to the top of his head and the chest. Even little details, like look at his toenails. You see? They're even darker than the older one there. Now, can you tell me, Ellie, does he look better on the shelf with his mouth closed
Yeah.
or open?
I like his opening.
His mouth open so you can see his tongue in there?
Yeah.
And it's like he's roaring at us. In fact, what I also like about the 1984 sculpt and anything, we've got our X Plus, of course. Yeah, you can take a look at the X Plus. Now remember, this isn't a toy, is it? This Godzilla, unlike some of the other ones, when the jaw opened and the mouth opened, you kind of got a snarl in his nose where the lips actually curl up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, look at how those two look. Which one do you like better, the X Plus or the NECA?
I like this one.
Well, of course we like the X Plus, but we can't play with the X Plus. He doesn't move around. His arms don't move around, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, there we have it. We have our NECA Return of Godzilla. Very cool addition to the collection. Of course, the collection's just getting bigger and bigger all the time. Well, thank you so much, Ellie, for being on the Monster Report. Was this fun?
Uh-huh.
All right. We're going to have you on another episode sometime. Maybe we'll open up another box or do a Gamma review, maybe something like that. Would that be fun?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you all for checking out this video and other videos we have on this channel. Like and subscribe, all that great stuff on YouTube. And check out all the other videos we have here on the Monster Report. So, for me, Nick Adam Poling, your host, and Ellie Joy Poling, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.